Hi, Gbemi. Thank you so much for joining us on Black King Cinema podcast.
Thank you. Hi.
I'm just glad I said your name properly and didn't missay it.
What would you have said?
I don't know. Do you know if the G was silent?
That's the thing that catches people
it
out.
It just threw me off.
It catches people out.
Yeah.
The G catches people out. It's not actually a G.
Oh.
It's not a G.
Tell us more.
So in Yoruba language, there's the letter G.
Right.
Obviously G. There's the letter B. B.
Ah.
But there's the letter GB. I know it sounds weird, but GB is a separate letter.
Got
so
you.
GBEMI, as my name, is actually four. That's 4 letters.
Oh, we're getting educated.
Not 5. And it's like a weird, it's like B.
Okay.
So Gbemi sort of thing. Do you wanna...
With bass.
Yeah, no, but you go on.
Gbemi. I really tried.
Yeah,
that's like my best bass voice.
Hey, man, do it, man.
This is as good as it gets.
That
for
was good.
I'm sorry.
Good. Hey, no, man. Better than the whites. So, okay. Yeah, we started.
First bit we will cut out. So you have chosen the childhood classic Space Jam starring the GOAT Michael Jordan.
Yes.
But before we get into
and the GOAT Bugs Bunny, don't forget.
And the GOAT Bugs Bunny.
We'll
talk about his leading role presence in a minute, but we just wanted to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
So how long have you been doing stand-up for?
Ooh, I've been in stand-up like 5-ish years, 4 or 5-ish years. Yeah.
And just off camera, we were talking about your upbringing and stuff. So I want to understand how you got from that to, Mum, Dad, I want to do stand-up.
Ooh, so my upbringing. Yeah, I guess, like a lot of people say, I've always been a bit of a wild child.
How wild?
Yeah, as you know, I was one of those shipped off to Nigeria from here.
We need to talk about this, parents, because I just feel like there's some slight child abuse, but...
No, I get it.
Good outcome.
It was a good... Some would disagree, but it's okay. It's okay.
It turned out all right?
So, yeah, in some ways. Not completely,
They'll take the win where they can.
Yeah. But better than, I think, before. So I went to Nigeria boarding school, which was good. Which was good.
How long were you there for?
6 years in
Fabulous.
Nigeria. Different lifestyle. So growing up here, you don't even realize you got everything.
Yes.
Until you don't, if that makes sense. So I've left now. I've gone there. Everything gone. It's like you don't have a phone. There's no computer. There's no TV. You don't have your own room. I'm in a room with 20 guys.
Wow. And
that's just my room. So 20 guys in my room. And then there's like, in the hostel overall, there's probably like 200. Wake up 5 a.m. every morning. Prayer time.
You're part of the 5 a.m. club from day then?
Yeah. Honestly, the way they used to do it, it's like, because the floors were like concrete.
Yeah.
So they would come in with like tins. So like obviously,
is that your alarm clock?
like a milk? Yeah. So like some sort of tin, like a milk tin or something. We like powdered milk. That's what you use there. So that kind of tin. Just get loads of tins and just chuck them on the floor.
Lovely.
Right, and then you got to get up. You got like 10 seconds, and then someone will start counting down, and then you got to all run to like the common room area. So everyone in your house, so all like 108 of us in this room, and then got to do morning prayer. But you can imagine it. Okay, a bit graphic here, but whatever. You can edit.
This is a safe space. It's fine.
Yeah, so just in this room doing morning prayers in your boxes, innit? So don't look down.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say. It's early in the morning.
Very explicit.
So everything's up. But yeah, that's what it was. Literally.
I didn't even go there. I hadn't clocked that part. I was just
that's the part we talking. That's the part that's the bit. So it's literally just that you're tired, but like your whole body except the thing.
Yeah.
So like it's just that kind of then you leave there. You got to do all your chores. Hand wash the clothes. And even then the whole politics, that's crazy. Like someone could take a shirt because you just hang it out.
Yeah.
You got to know where people out there stealing shirts.
Yeah, well, they can't be bothered to wash their own.
And because everyone got the same clothes, right? We've all got the same uniform, so sometimes it's a bit hard to know when someone is, sometimes you get a little permanent marker, write a thing. So that was crazy. Sometimes your finger was missing. You go around just grabbing people's necks, looking at the collar, like, where's my initials? My initials. That honestly, that kind of stuff. But it was really good.
Do you feel like that experience prepared you for the real world, or gave you like thick
Yeah, man. Because you leave there, you come back here, and then some of you man don't appreciate what you got. Which one? Yeah, some of you man don't appreciate what you got. You need it taken. You need it snatched.
I think maybe that should be like mandatory. Just go back home for
everyone.
Like, at least a year.
Yeah.
Just do that.
6 years, preferably. No, 6 years is a lot. But no, it's good. It was really good. So you come back and then you kind of, sounds a bit corny and stuff, but you do have an appreciation for the important things and not just, like
material stuff.
Yeah, because like when I was there, like the people we really did have a good time. Like despite the lack of things, but like, then you learn to enjoy each other's company. You learn to be more creative.
Have conversations.
It was just a crazy time, and I didn't realize how important it was until probably even the day I left. And I just left, and I thought I was really excited to leave. Obviously, and come back here, come back to London, and be like, okay, cool, I'm back now. Then as soon as I left, man, I started tearing up,
Of
course,
that's mean you're home for 6 years.
I know, but I didn't realize. I was like, that was crazy.
You've known.
So it was good though. It was good. So then, from there, came back here. In terms of how I got to the stand-up thing, if I'm being honest, it was not even like, it's nothing I even thought about, really. I did a bit of, I did some creative stuff. I did a bit of acting. I went to a film school.
Cool.
Like a summer film school thing as a student. Then the year after that, was really good. They like hired me.
Oh, wow.
Really enough to like help out and stuff like that. So that was cool. But yeah, the stand-up started when I went to uni in Norwich, and I have a friend, name drop him, Nelson Gumba Kumba.
Jeez.
That's his name, from Zimbabwe.
Love that.
Sorry, Nelson Tinashe Gumba Kumba.
Full name.
Junior the second.
Wow.
That's what my man calls. Shout out Nelson, big up Nelson. But yeah, we went uni together. He used to do comedy, and he was like, "Oh, you'd be really good at this." And I'll be honest, I was like, "No, I don't really." Yeah, that was my response. I was like, I don't really see it. And he had to really be like, no, you should try it. And then he would like, I think what he did was we kind of wrote some stuff. He would come to me and be like, oh, what do you think about this joke? So then I would maybe be like, give him my opinion on his own material. And then he would take me to like this comedy club in Norwich. It was in this place called Gonzo's Tea Room, right? He'd take me there. He used to run a night there. Then I saw him do the jokes that we discussed, and then they would get laughs, and I'd be like, "Oh, that was my idea,
my material."
And his material, but I kind of tweaked it a little bit. I said, and it worked. So what if I say things? Then it kind of got me thinking a little bit, and then he was like, "Come on, just try it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, fine, let's."
So he got you out your comfort zone.
Yeah, we wrote a little thing, then went up. I remember that night, really busy. We had the headliner was another comedian. Local legend, President of Bonjo, if you know who that is.
Shout out Bonjo, no?
President of Bonjo, who wears like this dictator uniform on stage, crazy guy, really funny. I went on right before him, and it went all right. It's probably one of those things where, in my head, it probably went better than it did, because at that point, any laugh, I'm just like, and also like I think they knew it was my first time, so the crowd was probably nicer as well. But I really, really enjoyed it, and I was like, I've got to keep going. I've got to keep doing this. Initially, I didn't really commit to it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I was doing one gig every 2-3 months even. But then eventually when I came back to London, then I just started like doing, a bit more, this guy, Jimmy James Jones.
Yes.
You know him, man?
I know
He's
Jimmy.
been on this, isn't he?
Yeah, he was on the first episode.
Okay.
Shout
big
out
up Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Big up Jimmy. Jimmy, I saw Jimmy used to MC this gig, the Comedy Cafe in Shoreditch. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. But I remember Jimmy kind of put me on this Wednesday gig, and it went really badly.
Oh.
It was the first gig I did in London. Went so badly.
London crowd are a little bit tough.
Yeah, but I was terrible.
Okay. Honest?
That's the truth. No, you gotta be honest. Like, still trying to get better as well. But but back then it weren't good. And I was just like, oh my God, that was so bad. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm coming back or whatever. And Jimmy just grabbed me. He was like, bruv, you're here next Wednesday.
Aww.
And I was like, no, I'm not. He said, if I don't see you here, next, he fully was like, you're here, just
I
come,
love that.
just come. And I was like, nah, he's like, just come. And I was like, fine. So then I came back next Wednesday and it went a bit better, you know?
Well, shout out Jimmy for that.
Shout out Jimmy, yeah.
Do you have any, or did you have anyone that influenced you to get into it growing up, or that you look to now?
No, I wouldn't say, because like I said, I didn't really watch stand-up before I got into it. And, you know, even when I saw it, it was never with the view, so I couldn't even say anyone. Obviously, now I have my influences. When I started watching more.
Yeah.
You know, but the influences, you know, like I said, those guys that pushed me to doing it are the most important people, because I wouldn't have
that's really nice.
done it if they didn't. You understand? Like, I've been very lucky and fortunate that I've had a few people that have like been really encouraging. A few people that have been on this, you know, as well, like Tanya as well. Like they're just really encouraging, and then you know, I just love it. But Russell Peters was the first comedian I ever watched. I remember it was my neighbor, he's Indian as well, still one of my best mates. He was like, oh, look at this Indian guy, like, what's he doing? And it was just so funny, you know, the whole, you know, especially like African parents beating your kids, that whole, you know, somebody's gonna get hurt real bad. I was like, oh, this is jokes. But like, yeah, that was the first time I ever like I saw stand up. Is when I got into it, and then I started watching a lot more. And then like, bro, this is crazy. Like, just became obsessed.
Yeah.
Really obsessed with it. Yeah.
You were talking about earlier on, you mentioned writing for your friend. Do you wait for inspiration to take place, or do you write for shows, for instance?
No, I don't even know where it comes from. Sometimes you're just looking at something. Yeah. Right? And then like an idea
pops into your head.
Pops in your head. And sometimes it's just you know, something happens to you. Like there's something I'm talking about on stage right now, which is like real. You know, like my best friend's getting married, and you know, she asked me to be her maid of honor, right?
Cute.
But that's just funny, right?
Cute.
So I'm like planning a hen do, all of that. You get me? So that's just
I love it.
You got to talk about that.
Yeah, no.
You understand? But sometimes it's like, you know, a lot of the time it's sometimes it's more, you know, because I like to think I think a lot. But I'm quite a silly person sometimes as well. So I do like the idea of sometimes talking about something that might be a little bit heavy, but making it light, if that makes sense.
Which I think comedians
making
do that
silly.
best.
Yeah. So, you know, because I ultimately, I just want people to have like a good time, you know, like my favorite comedians, you know, there's like a whole range, but like, you know, I do like when people are a bit heavy, but ultimately I want, like, how can I put it? I know a lot of comedians. Anytime I talk to comedians about this guy, it's like, really? But I freaking love Steve Harvey, right? Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
He's
not
dark. Steve Harvey used to do stand. No, he's not dark. That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. It's just light.
Okay.
That party atmosphere where you're watching it, and I'm like, bruv, everyone looks like they're having
a good time. So
much fun.
Dad jokes. It's fine.
Yeah, just whatever. Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I get it. Like, and the thing is, I like talking about something or like, you know, interesting things. But you never want like you always. I just want people to leave happy.
Yeah, no, I
if
hear
that makes sense.
We haven't had Steve Harvey, so that's an original shout out.
No one there, no one, because it almost feels like saying Steve Harvey. It makes it sound like you're not. I don't know how to explain it, because he doesn't come across as too clever or too intellectual with it or whatever. But like, you know, he's not my favorite comedian, but he's like, you know, he's up there, if that makes sense.
No, I hear that.
And I like Steve Harvey, I like Gerard Carmichael as well, like a lot, and he's more, I guess, heavier.
Yeah.
You know, but I like them. It's almost like the combination of whatever that is. That's what the aspiration should be. But yeah, you know, love me some Steve Harvey. For sure. Love me. Shout out Steve Harvey.
Quote that.
Shout out Steve Harvey.
So I hear congratulations are in order. You've got yourself an agent.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to get yourself an agent, or do they just like, what is the process?
I don't know. Like,
Or how's the process for you, for instance?
For me, I don't know. Like for me, it was like just kind of like quite natural. I did this just completely new set. Funny enough, this is a film thing. It was about. It's actually quite film based.
Okay.
That set is about Django. Yeah, it's about going to the cinema and watching the movie Django Unchained with a white girl, basically. I
feel like you need to elaborate.
No, don't worry.
No,
but yeah,
I always find seeing mixed interracial couples watching, like a slavery film or something.
That really, you know what? It's the funniest. That shit is funny though. I don't care when it's funny. It's funny. I remember when I watched. My sister and I went and watched the movie Detroit. Mm-hmm. Remember Detroit with
Yes.
We watched Detroit.
Such a good film, by the way.
Great film.
Such a good film.
Absolutely, great film. John Berger, Will Poulter, shout out, big up. It was a great film. I'll never forget, like, as soon as the film finished, we just turned around, and it's just like these white people, and the way they looked at us, it's like, sorry. Honestly, and my sister was genuinely. I know exactly
the look that you're talking about.
I'll be honest, and my sister, to be fair, she needed to chill. The film
it was a lot.
The middle act of that film was like a horror movie when they're in the house.
Oh my God, it was
my
horrible.
sister was like, she was in that kind of, she got on
fuming.
She got on a Garvey, sort of. she was
on a Malcolm X.
She was ready. She was like, what? Okay, what are we doing? She was ready. She was ready.
Well, I heard you've been working with a friend of the show, Andrew Mensah.
Are
you able to tell us a little bit about what you're working on?
Okay. Oh, okay. I see where you heard that from as well. Now I've connected the dots. How did she?
Oh, I've got my people.
Wait. Okay. Can I?
Ooh. I mean, I don't want you to get in trouble, so don't say anything that you can't speak on.
Ooh.
We love Andrew.
Yeah, he's a good boy, man. He's a good boy. That's my guy, man. One of my best mates. But yeah, we've been writing.
Okay.
On some, on some cool stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, he ain't put it out there yet. So I'm gonna let him do that. I'm gonna let him do that. But no, boy's doing really well.
We'll look forward to seeing it.
And yeah, man, it's some really, really, really good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Really,
amazing.
really good stuff.
So where can people find you on the socials?
Gbemi, the G, we already discussed that.
We discussed.
GBEMI high. That's it, really. I don't know what that means.
Short and sweet.
But yeah.
It was easy.
Gbemi high.
Gbemi.
Yeah, for the people that need the, Gbemi high. That's it, man. I need to start saying that on stage. Yeah, I always wonder, how do I
Gbemi high?
Gbemi high. Yeah, cool.
Done. Easy.
Done. Easy peasy. That was useful.
Slam dunk.
Boom.
See what I did there?
Okay. And man didn't clock.
You're welcome.
I wasn't even here. I'm the comedian as well. I'm not even sharp like that.
Oh, you guys are rubbing off with me now. It's like I'm getting it.
Okay.
Slam dunk. Yes. Lovely segue into Black Ink Cinema is all about celebrating black cinema. And you chose the childhood favourite with the OG Michael Jordan, Space Jam.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny. What's going on here?
You see, these aliens come from outer space. Hang on. They're little, so we challenge them to a basketball game.
What is basketball?
Why did you pick Space Jam?
First film I ever saw in the cinema.
Shut the front door.
I swear.
That's amazing.
First film I ever saw.
With the black lead. Let's give that a round of applause.
Yeah. Space Jam.
Mine was Casper.
Casper, yeah?
The Friendly Ghost.
Wow.
Says a lot.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah.
Man, that is white. Casper's a white ghost, man. And you're now doing Black Ink Cinema. Is that what you're doing?
Why white?
Is that you rectifying?
Why do you think this is the childhood trauma
I see what you mean.
just fixing itself now?
Now you're like, I got to do black.
I'm
stuff.
black.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
did
mean. That.
No, I started off correct.
So why did you pick Space Jam?
Space Jam, man. First film. Pretty sure Showcase Cinema in Newham.
Hey, lots of memories there.
Come on, yeah. Just remember, I actually remember it. I don't remember the film itself, like the first experience of watching it. But I just remember the feeling. I remember the song. I remember the lights with the credits, and just being like, I remember the music.
The music was great.
I remember the music, so, bruv.
Talking about the music, so I rewatched it yesterday, and I had totally forgotten and not linked the two together, that the opening scene has the infamous R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
Now, I was like, that's why they had to redo it. It's because they can't replay the original Too Tough.
Oh, when you say redo it, you mean make another film?
Yes.
Because of him?
I feel like maybe it played a part for sure.
I'm sorry, I get it.
Because I just felt funny.
No, we get it.
Yeah.
R. Kelly did his thing, yeah.
Oh, well, we're getting into
Very
R. Kelly
poor choice of
territory.
words.
Oh, God.
But I Believe I Can Fly. Come on, man.
Oh, God. He's not giving it a well to applause. Oh, God.
I love that film. I love everything about it.
Okay.
I love the R. Kelly music. I love the Quad City music. I love it all. There we go.
In hindsight, I do think they could remaster it.
And remove that song.
And maybe remove the song.
No,
and have
do
the
that.
moniker For
For
You I Will, I think it's called.
No.
No?
I Believe I Can Fly.
I
Like,
mean...
you need it. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, you need it. It's part of the film. I get it. I don't want to get onto this whole separate the art from the artist. I get it. It's
No,
bad.
we're not going to get into
We're
that.
not going to do that.
No, we're not
However,
doing that.
it needs
It is
man.
all over that film.
It needs it.
Yeah.
It needs it. Like do you know the way the song comes in? Like,
Oh, listen, it was
come
magical.
on. It needs it.
It was magical. It was magical.
See
In
the
terms
word?
of the opening scene, the young Michael Jordan
In
talking
the
about
outside,
in the
like,
outside,
nighttime.
his dad's coming.
His dad
It's like,
looks in the sky and stuff.
Oh,
and
it
then
was
the
a lot. It
music.
was
You
beautiful.
need it.
It was beautiful.
I believe
That
I
kid-
can. Come on, man.
Woo.
You can't replace it. I'm sorry. It's part of the film, man. It's too perfect.
And how old were you when you saw that?
Ooh, it must have been like 4 or 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute.
Yeah.
I feel
4 or
like it's
5.
the perfect ideal kid movie.
Yeah.
Because it's got the Looney Tunes.
And I loved the Looney Tunes.
Who didn't?
I loved the Looney Tunes.
90s Looney Tunes was everything. Like Bugs Bunny was our friend.
Yeah, like even when I got the PlayStation 1, the first game I even got was Looney Tunes Lost in Time, something like that. Or Bugs Bunny Lost in Time.
Yeah.
Like that. So even that whole, it was just perfect. That film was just, made for all of it.
Also watching it, before Space Jam, was Bugs Bunny the lead in Looney Tunes? Because I felt like this
Oh, is that what
separated him. Yeah, because he was like he was the leader of them.
I thought it was Bugs Bunny was the.
But before that, I don't know if it
Before
was
that.
as clear cut, because they all had their own.
That's interesting though. So
Their own
it's
roles.
almost like you saying, that's quite funny that you're saying this Space Jam catapult Bugs Bunny
Further.
into stardom.
No. He was already huge. I'm just saying.
make him
But
bigger.
he was like,
He's
he
not
went
the
from
guy.
like group member to solo artist,
It made him the Omarion of the Looney Tunes.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like, I love
Strange.
Little Fizz
Strange reference. You
and
like Lil
all
Fizz,
of
but
them.
Omarion is the.
But Omarion's the lead guy. J Boog.
I see name dropping, but that Omarion, you know. Got that icebox where my heart used to
Hey,
be.
don't watch
Got
My
this
Robot.
icebox. I'm so cold. Shout out Timberland for that. Shout out Timberland. I see what you mean. Yeah, because Bugs Bunny did his thing in that, man.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny did his thing.
Oh, so all the punchlines were with him. Very funny.
That film is funny.
He's actually got some great punchlines.
Some great punchlines.
Also, okay, so watching it with adult eyes,
Yeah, talk to me.
also in 2022,
Talk to me.
my woke hat was on a little bit,
Okay,
right? So
okay.
just slightly on.
Okay.
And
Take it off.
there was
Take it
just some slavery references that I was a bit uncomfortable with.
Remind
like
me.
how I don't think they would get away with that now.
Mm.
So obviously the whole point of the film is that they have to perform
Oh, I see
for
what
this
you mean.
guy,
For this guy. And they are
the
slaves.
baddie.
Yes.
Otherwise there will be slaves
Yes.
and whoever loses or whatever, he'll be a slave to this baddie
To this guy,
for
yeah,
eternity.
yeah.
And it pans away to a cartoon version of Michael Jordan with a ball and chain
That's
signing
true, you know. Do you know
and all
what?
of this. And I was just like, am I being that person? Am I
No, do you
being
know
too
what?
woke, or was just this very distasteful?
I'll be honest. Now that you say it, I see that. I see that.
And they even say slavery. That word is used.
Do.
Yeah.
And it's the monsters and so. Okay, yeah. I see that. Ooh.
I didn't want to go there, but
No,
it
go
just
there.
it went.
Go there. It's a different reading. That's funny.
It's,
And I've watched it as an adult too many times, and I didn't. And it's when you say now that you say that, right?
Yeah.
When the obviously when the Looney Tunes are in the ball and chain, it don't really connect.
Yes.
But it's when you say Michael Jordan
As a black man
in the ball and chain.
As
a black man.
Yeah.
Get it? But I guess the question is, like, I see, like, why is that problematic? If that makes sense, as a punishment.
No, because he would be a slave to them to sign and entertain them for the rest of his life, for eternity.
But it's seen as bad.
Yeah, because you're not entertaining out of choice. You're entertaining because you're somebody's slave.
Exactly.
So that's why it's bad.
No, but that's what I mean. It's even bad in the context of the film.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But it's worse because it's a black man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it was just a little bit suspect for me.
No, I get you.
What did you think of Michael's acting?
You guys making a big mistake. You're all washed up, Baldy. Baldy?
Oh.
This guy is the worst actor of all time.
Wow, we just went straight there.
And it's brilliant.
Okay.
It's perfect.
You obviously know he was picked because he was like the greatest baller ever.
It's
so
absolutely perfect.
They were like, "You're fantastic, Michael."
No, it's good. You don't want to. I'm glad that his acting was that bad.
Okay.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah. It wasn't
makes
about
the
his
film.
acting.
It's not about that.
No.
It makes it great.
Yeah.
If you have a good, if you put Denzel Washington in Space Jam, it's a bad movie. That's my take.
Like you've seen Shaquille O'Neal, a few basketball players.
Shaquille O'Neal in what was that film he did? Still terrible.
I don't know.
You need that.
Yeah.
You
He's
need
not
that.
in there because he's a great actor. He's in there because of Shaquille O'Neal.
Like what we were saying earlier before, that man had all them white man had all them terrible actors doing their 80s action films.
Oh, you are really okay.
Do you know what? We need ours too. you had Steve Seagal. Yeah, we got Michael Jordan. Now
okay. But he's also an incredible athlete. So.
Exactly, and he's got other stuff going. He's a bad actor like you.
Yeah.
But he's also outside in the court. He's the best basketball player. So he's amazing. But yeah, his acting is terrible in it. Sorry, I'm still on this slave thing. I can't even lie.
I mean, just watch it again tonight.
It's in my head.
And just listen to what they say and how they say it. It's all very suspect.
It's interesting.
And also the other features in the film, Barkley, some of the great basketball players. I mean, they weren't great either, but they weren't supposed to be. They were just supposed to be who they are.
So, I watched the new one, and that was the key thing that was missing for me.
Well, the superstars.
So they had the superstars. So they had, they had Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, current basketball players in there, but they were for the most part CGI characters.
Oh, okay.
In the film, and the most interesting thing about the original Space Jam was these little creatures taking the talent from those guys.
Yeah.
And like that was really interesting, and they're in it some more. They go to therapy. It's kind of messed up. I
love that montage of them trying to figure out what happened to their mojo.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. It's like, what's
it was
happening?
great.
And even as a kid, you can tell that's really bad. And what would happen if someone just took your thing, and you just couldn't, even me, it's like, what if I just couldn't do comedy anymore, and I just went on stage one time and I was just completely dry and you just couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And then you're watching someone else and they're doing your stuff and you're like, but how? Yeah, it's just really, really interesting, that dynamic for me. And that's what I loved. That's one of the things I really do love that part about that film, just the season of the powers. It's really great. And then this new one was too CG. You didn't have enough of the real world stuff for me. It didn't feel like a good mesh of real world and Looney Tunes world.
Yeah.
It was just more Looney Tunes world, but even then, it didn't feel like the Looney Tunes
We're a part of this world as well.
Yeah, like it was more like, I don't know. Like, you haven't seen it, right? So
No.
they do this weird
Confession.
thing. They do this weird thing. It's like, obviously, it's Warner Brothers, so they bring a lot of their other properties into it. It's about the Warner Brothers. Well, I mean, you've probably seen the trailer, so you might have seen like, you know, it's just like you got Game of Thrones, you got The Matrix, you got what's it called? King Kong. You got all this sort of other references in it, and then it's like the Looney Tunes, you know what? And it's like, no, you just want to see Looney Tunes characters being.
I feel like they were
characters,
trying to entertain the parents at the same time. Maybe.
Oh, in this new one?
Yeah, I felt by you saying that. Because in the first one, it's a proper kids movie, like just about the Looney Tunes. And what I did appreciate, you had the young characters in there as well. But also the adults would see these cartoons and not react like, oh, why the hell am I seeing a cartoon for? It was very much like, oh, this is normal. This is Bugs Bunny and whatever. It's not like you know, sometimes in kids' movie, they're trying to make it out like only the kids can see the cartoon or whoever it is. Whereas this, it was like very inclusive.
Yeah, and there's adults being silly as well. Like, it's just a silly.
Like, I'm just going to go down that hole.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Like playing golf.
Playing golf. Oh, yeah, he just disappeared down the hole. It's totally fine. No, it's fine.
How? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But I love that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it's like, it's too... And they did... There's a thing in this new film, Bro.
Oh, no. More complaints.
For some reason, in the middle of this film, bro, there's like a little rap battle thing.
Oh, no.
With the cartoon... The pig doing a little rap.
Because that's
man said I'm the notorious P.I.G. I said,
I haven't seen it, but that sounds awful. And it also sounds disrespectful, but we won't go there. It's fine. There are so many levels I could look at that, but it's okay. Yeah, that's not great. That's why I don't like remakes.
I hurt my feelings, man.
Or
this is what's
sequels.
This is the interesting thing. I've got a very strong opinion. Not strong, but I have arguments with people about this remake thing all the time. I got no issue with remakes or sequels.
I don't mind sequels, sorry. I just make sure it's on par or better.
Yeah, my thing with
That's
it is
my argument.
The original's always there, so it don't matter. And my argument with it, anytime someone tells me they don't like remakes, I go, yeah, you like Al Pacino, yeah? They're like, yeah, Scarface is great. I'm like, it's a remake, but most people don't know that. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
You see, didn't know that. There's an original Scarface in black and white. That ain't the real Scarface.
I mean, but yeah.
Cameraman, do you know that? See, no one know that. Google that ish. Scarface, that ain't the original Scarface.
But look at the performance. I mean, it's
well, that's
Al Pacino.
what I'm saying, though,
so that's
you
what I'm
don't-
saying. You've got to
but-
make sure it's better.
Of course, but
Yeah.
everyone knows. You get me? So it's like, they're like, oh, okay. So it's like, that's the thing, like you just said, it depends. From film to film, some might be lit,
Yeah.
some might not be, you know. Space Jam is the only film that I am unable to be objective with. And I would admit that
Okay.
shamelessly.
But it's probably nostalgic. There's
Yeah.
a lot of those films
Even
that...
though it's literally the single film, I can't do it. I've watched it as an adult with people,
Yeah.
and they've gone, this is trash, and they're giving great points to why it's trash.
I mean, trash is a bit extreme.
yeah, but they're like, that's not good, that bit of it's not good. Like, even like now, I've just said Michael Jordan is terrible, and I love it. That doesn't make sense.
No, but that's fine. Some of my favourite films don't have the best performances in it.
See?
It's just a nice film to watch.
But the thing is, I'm not like that.
Okay.
Normally, I would say sometimes I'm even a bit poncy
Yeah.
with my film stuff, you know.
Well, then
and
it's just nostalgic then.
Yeah, I get a bit like, I'll get a bit technical with it and be like, oh, this, that, I don't like this, you know, whatever.
What other favourite childhood films did you have then to compare it? Or is that your favourite, the only one?
That was my favourite, but there's a few other. I tell you another one. I tell you another one. Daddy Daycare.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh,
That's
Daddy Daycare.
Eddie doing family
Daddy
at
Daycare.
his best.
Great film.
Fantastic.
Absolutely
Cutest
great
kids
film.
ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Great film. I love Daddy Daycare.
Yeah.
That was one. I watched the first Pirates film a lot.
Pirates?
Of the Caribbean.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched that a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I watched it a whole lot.
I love how in movies we don't mind thieves sailing around the world jacking people.
No, I love that. I love
Like,
that.
we are okay with that, but when that happens in real life, we're like, no.
In movies, I always say this, yeah. I love I love bad people in movies. And let me just clarify what I mean by I love bad people in movies. I like bad people that are just purely bad. I don't even want them to have any redeeming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like.
You like a good villain. I like a good villain.
Yeah. I don't like a villain that is even. Let me give you an example. I would rather. Like, you know how a lot of people love Thanos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even love Thanos because he's got a reason for being bad. I don't even want that. I just want you to be bad. You want someone just evil.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen City of God?
Yes.
Lil Z. That's a bad guy.
Okay.
For no reason. You understand? I love that.
He just woke up bad.
He just woke up. He's just an evil person.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you evil? I don't know. I just woke
See,
up.
I've always
I love
found
that.
it hard.
I love that.
With those kind of villains because I need to understand why you got to this place.
I get that.
And when you're just bad for no reason, I'm
See?
like, but what are you getting for it? At
Most
least get
people are
something.
like you. Most people want to know.
But it's taken me a long time to accept. Some
that.
people are just bad.
bad.
They're just bad.
And I like that.
They've
We
had
need-
a great upbringing.
Yeah. There's no reason for you to
no
be like
reason.
this, but I like that.
They just want to be mean.
That guy, he's just a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's just evil.
But they always make me feel upset, uneasy, and annoyed. Like,
I get that.
but I'm a
get that.
hippie at heart anyway, so that's probably why I'm a bit
okay.
like, come on, we can all just get along. It's all
Yeah.
right. It's not that deep.
I like just bad. You're just bad. Why? I don't know. I just wanna attack someone. I love that in movies. I love that. That's a horrible thing. Lil Z is the
Then
ultimate
we woke
villain.
up and chose violence today.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Joker in The Dark Knight. You don't even know his background. He's just a bad guy.
But he was, oh my God, but we're not even like, he was the best.
But what's his
But
motivation?
I understood. I don't know why. I just got it. I just got him. I just understood. He was
Because
a little
that's how
bit,
he is. He's just a
little bit
bad person.
unstable.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why
And
is
then
he
they
bad?
finally gave us a background story, which was great, which I take.
I'm just bad.
Talking about Space Jam, there were some amazing other actors and cameos, like with Bill Murray,
Murray, big up.
Teresa Randall being the ultimate wife babe in the 90s.
That whole scene when Bugs Bunny goes to the house.
Yeah,
Stuff. I like that.
I love it.
I love it.
She's wifey number one. I feel like she played wifey, girlfriend, hot woman
the best.
in the 90s. She had it going on. I liked it because Bad Boys, she's in Bad Boys and Beverly Hills Cop. And I was like, hold on a minute, this
You're
is...
dropping classics.
Oh yeah, these are my films.
Keep going.
And I was... That's it. That's all I got right now.
Keep going.
But yeah, I really like that. And I like the fact that there wasn't any other... Like, there weren't too many people distracting you from Michael Jordan. It just felt like the Michael Jordan show. There was like a whole montage at the beginning, which kind of was showing us his whole career. And I like the fact that it was kind of based on his real life,
And the
you know,
montage
playing
with the music.
the music. We're going to get onto the music, which is one of your favourite things. We were having a little sing-along before off camera.
Music.
What's your favourite song?
Or in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. You got the real jam going down.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
See,
I've got to sing it in American accent
That's
as
my
well.
memory. My memory of the cinema is that song with like the montage and just lights.
Yeah.
And me being like, I got epilepsy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And just like, that's my main.
Such a fun song.
So fun.
Good feel. Although, like I was saying to you, it's like a go-go Miami kind of booty shaking, booty popping song. So it's strange for that to be
So you
used.
mentioned like Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke, who
That
isn't
vibe.
even... Yeah, that kind of
Life
vibe.
Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the lyrics are clean though.
They're clean, but it's just the
kid-friendly.
sound
But the
is
sound,
very...
I see what you mean. Hey,
Very strip club, Miami.
Yeah, that's I don't want to. Yeah, strip club with that kind of music. I can't even imagine that. Because they'll be moving too quick.
Okay,
Hey, baby,
you're like a slow...
Yeah, baby, slow down.
Okay.
You're like you can't.
It's supposed to be the original twerking music.
Yeah, but even there, like, twerking to that, like, that's a violent twerk.
That's a violent quotable.
So baby, slow down. That's a, you know what I mean? That's a like. The cheeks are clapping.
Oh God! Oh Lord! The
cheeks are cheeky.
This is a kids' movie we are talking about as well.
Hey, it's true, man.
Just let's keep it PC. Although there was a scene when Barkley, you know, when he's lost his powers, and he's seeing the kids play basketball,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
walking outside the gate,
That was sad.
and he's like, this is his best acting, by the way. But the song that's playing feels very slow, jamish, like sexy music, but the
Yeah.
lyrics are not, and it was very confusing for me because I was like,
that's
this is like sexy sounding, but it's
Yeah.
not.
But it's not. And even the scene is not.
The scene is nothing, and I was
The
like,
scene is
this is
just
terribly
sad.
put together. I don't know who made that choice,
Yeah, you're right.
but it wasn't great. Go listen to that scene, and you'll know what I'm
Well,
talking
you just
about.
remind me of that scene as well. It's really...
Yeah, such a sad
It's
scene.
so sad. Them just watching, and then they just got nothing, and them man are on therapy, and it's just like, oh, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel for them.
I like the fact that it's an hour and a half long, in and out.
In and out.
Kids' movies do not need to be any longer than that, unless
true.
it's Nemo.
This new one is like, how long is Nemo?
I don't know, but it was longer and it was amazing.
Okay.
So
I
that's
remember how long Nemo was. But
Yeah.
how long is the new Space Jam?
it's probably longer knowing these bloody studios.
The new one is about, yeah, let's watch it. It's about 100 and, yeah, it's about 100, just over 100 minutes, I think.
Okay,
So not that much longer.
No.
Maybe about 10 minutes longer.
yeah.
15 max longer than the new one.
How important do you think Michael Jordan, the icon, is to the black community?
Ooh. That's a good, in what sense? Do you mean just generally? Or
There's
even, like,
generally,
in
and also
context
the
of
impact
Space
that he
Jam?
had to the world, Space Jam. Like, could anybody else play that part at that time? I don't think so, because it took like an absolute mega superstar.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously at the time I didn't even watch basketball, right?
Same.
And if I'm being honest, I only started watching basketball in the last 3 years when I could get more access to it here, and now I'm like increasingly quite into it. And then obviously we had the Last Dance documentary.
Did you watch that?
I did watch that. That was amazing.
What did you think?
That was amazing. It was really cool.
It was so good.
But I guess the point I'm making as well is I never watched basketball, but Michael Jordan is like, how can I put it? It works in that film because he is. You know, some people like. I know a lot of people that make the music comparison, and I know it sounds nuts, but it's like when people talk about, is Drake bigger than Michael Jackson or whatever, right?
Why?
Michael Jackson, I could go to my village in Nigeria, yeah. My grandma, she might know, but they know the name, even if they don't understand. Whereas Drake is not like, and I feel like it's the same with Michael Jordan. And
He's
like,
his
it sounds
own
nuts
entity.
because you're like, LeBron James is huge. He's the biggest, but like
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan has transcended
Yeah, he's an entity.
the sport to the point where I know nothing about basketball, but it's like Michael Jordan. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So him being in that movie was a different, like, even as a kid, I was like, no, okay, that's Michael Jordan. You understand? And look, I might be wrong. Maybe there are kids coming up now that think the same about LBJ, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think so. And there's nothing wrong with that, because
Yeah.
like, to get to that sort of where you're like a symbol, if that makes sense, it's like that's a different thing. And obviously Michael Jordan was the first to do a lot of the things that he did, that a lot of these guys, you know, like the shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, funny enough, I'm even, these shoes here, these shoes, yeah? Let me see if I can find the thing. These are Space Jam shoes, do you know that?
No way.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
trend, guys. On trend.
These are new from the basketball.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Was that specially done for this podcast?
Yeah, I brought them for this.
Yeah,
These are for the new film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I bought these.
Who knew that was happening?
Yeah, no, I bought these. These are space. They glow in the dark.
Oh, wow. Just a big
These
kid.
are Space Jam shoes. But MJ did that first. All of that, you know, the whole shoe branded.
No, of
shoes,
course. Yeah,
and
yeah.
All of that. So he's like really important.
This is a bit random, but do you have your best Bugs Bunny impression?
Do you know what? It's nuts that you say that. Like, I'm not.
Because I remember that was a big thing in the 90s. Like,
I used to do that. I genuinely.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I used to go up to my mates with an actual carrot in my hand.
oh, wow.
Put and just be like, you know, hey, what's up, dog? Like,
Ah.
I used to do that all the time. I used to do that all the time. Not that I don't think it's a good impression.
Yeah.
I literally.
That was huge. We've lost that.
You're right, you know.
That was huge. I loved it.
You're right.
What up, dog?
Yeah, there's something about that whole era, man.
Don't laugh at my impersonation. It was great. Do you mind? She's really cackling.
Something about that whole era that's different. That's brilliant.
Yeah. I used to do Daffy Duck, but I won't do that on here.
Do it. You have to do it. Do it.
It's
Do it,
very
please.
mouthy.
Please
It's
do it. Please do it.
I'll do
How
that.
much have I
I'll
got
do,
to do? Come on.
I'll do that
What I
after.
gotta do? What I gotta do to get you to do
it's-
that? Talk to me. What we
I
got?
will do that off camera.
No,
one
come on.
I don't need to subject
Give
them
it
to
to the
that.
people.
No, it's
The
okay.
people need to
They
see
don't
this.
want it.
I felt the last scene, man.
Oh yes, and then of course when they win
The arm stretching,
Basketball.
and then he's like,
because it's fake world, right? So
I
you can do
love
whatever you
that.
want.
I absolutely
Yeah,
love that.
but only Michael Jordan could do that as well.
I love that. Fair to him, we say he's a bad actor. I think his acting there was decent.
Yeah, it was great.
When they grabbed his legs and everything, and his face was like,
Yeah.
and I think he did well. Big up MJ for that.
Sidebar, but when I was growing up, I never saw MJ as like Michael Jordan, by the way, as a sex symbol. But watching it as an adult, I was like, oh, hello. Someone's arms are a bit defined there. He was looking
So he was
very.
doing the thing.
He was doing the
He was
thing.
doing
I was
it
like,
for
oh,
you.
I see why you were like a sex symbol, because obviously growing up, I was too young at the time. But now watching it, I'm like,
For me, watching that film, it was Lola Bunny. I'm joking.
But I feel you laugh and you're joking, but you're not joking, because I feel like a lot of us,
Exposed.
a lot of us, our first like, not crushes, but crushes would have been cartoons and stuff, right?
That's
In a
bad,
weird,
yeah.
in a weird way,
I get you.
because they sexualized the hell out of her anyway.
They did, and in the new film, they completely. Apparently, there were a lot of people that were very upset about that.
What, that they didn't sexualize Lola?
Yeah,
Bunny?
so in the new, obviously in the old film, like,
They
she's
gave
a
her a
bit
dead
sexual,
bod, yeah?
they gave her- she was looking
Dry, yeah.
rough.
No lash, no eyeshadow,
she
no
was
lipstick.
Like, if she started twerking to the go-go song, I was like, "Hey, man, go on,
Everyone's
Lola."
like, nah.
No, but this new one, like, there's none of that.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, and like, because I did watch a review of it, and apparently, like, they say on some blogs and stuff, people are like, "Oh, it's the woke people."
It's
You know?
they're
But
spoiling
in my
it.
mind, at the same time, I'm like, should a bunny have boobs that big? Though?
Should a
Like,
bunny have a
why do
body?
you want a bunny to have a body
And to
Is
be
that woke?
sashaying, yeah.
Is that woke or just normal?
I just think woke police complain about anything. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you do, they will complain. So
Yeah, you can't say it's woke to make a bunny not have boobies. That's
yeah,
just-
it's very strange.
Because to be honest, yeah,
very
bunny
strange.
having boobs is weird.
Yeah,
So no, no.
I agree.
Isolating 3'2", the heartthrob of the hoops, Lola Bunny.
What is your, if you had to direct people to watch a scene on YouTube to entice them to watch Space Jam, what scene would it be and why?
I'm stuck between two. It would either be when he first gets sucked into the world, because I feel like it's probably that. I would say that because that scene like marries both sides of the film quite well. So you know where Bugs Bunny's got the magnet and he's directing the golf ball
Yeah,
to get him to put his hand in and get sucked in.
yeah,
I would say that, and then him going through and then landing.
that's a great scene.
That because that is Space Jam, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So now we have arrived at the quick fire round. Quick answers from ya.
Okay.
Favorite black actress and actor?
Ooh, I can't even say that quickly. Favorite black actress and actor. Actor, Denzel, that's easy. Actress, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. If I gave you a quick answer, I don't want to just say something because it won't be true. I'll say Viola for now. I feel like in my mind I might think
aside from Space Jam, which is your other favorite animated movie?
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh,
Great.
interesting. Why?
You know the thing where the bad guy escaped from the prison? Just that scene alone, that's it.
And a few random ones. Are you a late or early person?
Well, you know, my whole 5 a.m. experience. So yeah, a bit of both though. I still sleep late and wake up early. It's messed up.
Oh, that's good. What hobby would you like to have started early?
I wish I got into playing the saxophone. For sure. I love
You're
it.
never too late.
Yeah, it's not too late. I wish that for sure. Because I like me some jazz.
And if you were stranded on an island, what's the one thing that you would like to be stranded on an island with?
As long as if I got food, I need some music. That's it, man. Just give me the whole Outcast catalogue.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'll manage.
That's a good shout.
I'll manage.
Well, that's the end of the quick fire round. Gbemi, it has been a pleasure having you on, speaking about one of my childhood favourite classic movies ever, which brought nothing but joy to me and my siblings. And so rewatching it as an adult, it just made me feel like happy. But apart from that, I love talking about it, and I can't wait to see what else you're working on.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
That's all, folks.
Can I go home now?